Let's start with some gaming.
Hopefully not related.
Hopefully
I don't know.
unrelated. Let's
I
start
haven't
with
looked up
hopefully
Face Clan.
unrelated gaming.
I gotta say, I'm in witness protection right now. That's why my camera's all fucked up. Yeah. I I I may be trying to prove a link between the Face Clan and Jeffrey Epstein, but that's still a work in progress. So I have to be careful about my personal safety.
Yeah, I'm sure if you worked hard enough at that, you could probably find one.
Oh, hold up. Time to lock in. Yo, Alexa, remind me of...
What was that?
I haven't dropped around in 2 weeks.
Let's go!
You haven't dropped a load in 2 weeks.
Rush that round.
I knew you had it in the bag. You are goated with the sauce, Phase Rug.
Should we send Sherman the same take this L gift again?
What about 1,000 tissue boxes this time? Check your Amazon cart.
Yo,
I'm
dead.
What?
This is a must-cop.
We're linking and building over here.
Hell yeah, Alexa. Oh, hold up.
Okay, I have a question. Who's this for?
Yeah, here's I have several questions. One is like, first off, I thought that Amazon was dumping the Alexa. I guess they're just shoving it into like cheap ass monitors now. Second, is Alexa supposed to be like, is the Alexa watching the screen? Why is it positioned like this in a way that is completely unusable for FaZe Jizzlord or whatever this guy's name is? I don't know the FaZe Clan guys.
Alexa, sit in the cuck chair. You're gonna watch me dominate Black Ops 7 or fucking whatever Call of Duty. What do you have anything about that it loaded up in the docket for today?
What, Blob 7? I didn't care so much that I deleted it. Like, apparently it's full of AI garbage, but at this point, if you're still buying Call of Duty games, you don't really care.
Yeah, but he's logging in. You gotta log in. And you gotta be like, oh, I'm good with the sauce. I'm sorry if you have a text to speech like Robit tell you you're good with the sauce. I'm sorry, you're maidenless. I'm sorry, you're sauceless, dude. That is the lamest fucking thing.
But you don't think that they're linking and building or whatever the fuck that means? Also,
what does that mean? You're a gamer.
So he ordered a bunch of tissues, right? Like, is he jerking off in front of the Alexa?
No, he's sending it to someone else,
so they can jerk off in front of the Alexa.
Here's your QQ package, you know.
Oh, okay. Here's your jerk off package. I got it.
No,
bust your load in Amazon Basics facial tissue with lotion.
I hate that I know English. I think
I hate that I can like parse reality at this point.
Yeah. Okay. Enough funny stuff. Let's get to the pedophilia.
No, we're not there yet. First, we have to talk about a victimless crime that is cool and good. So this lady here who was apparently speeding at 107 miles an hour just wanted to get the Little Caesars before it closed, which
she did nothing wrong.
Yeah, she did absolutely nothing wrong, and she should be released, and they should give her free pizza for life.
Yeah, that's good advertisement. That makes me want Little Caesars.
Yeah. Yeah, that's all on that one. I just thought it was funny. In Albuquerque news, Tim Keller beat the ex-police chief guy, so that's pretty sick.
Damn.
Not the best candidate on the docket there, but at least he's not an ex-police chief Republican in New Mexico. That's probably not a great person to have in office in New Mexico. Also, if you're like me and after seeing that FaZe ad needs some sort of spiritual guidance, well, do I have the app for you? Text with Jesus allows you to text with your own personal Lord and Savior. Yeah, that's right, folks. The Depeche Mode song is real. Your own personal Jesus now on your phone, thanks to Text with Christ.
Right next to your shopping, betting, and news apps, you can now click on a variety of new faith apps that offer spiritual experiences powered by artificial intelligence.
It's funny that these are faith apps because this does nothing but make me lose mine.
Yeah, I can think of nothing more sacrilegious to the spirit of Christianity than to have the Son of God be the fucking just a bunch of text, like a bunch of Mad Lib uh, text chains just talking at you. I can think of nothing more antithetical to your religion as a whole.
Also, we keep saying that we live in like cyberpunk, but we live in like boring cyberpunk because like there's several cyberpunk stories that are like, what if we clone Jesus? This is just, what if we had an LLM pretend to be him?
Yeah, what if it was like Joshua like face or something? You know, just skin the face of Jesus and just stretch it over chatbot from the aughts. You know.
Yeah.
There is a Bible AI to explore and converse about the good.
Oh, Bible AI.
Top Episcopot answers questions.
Oh,
about
Episcopot. I thought that said
Episcopot.
Piscobot.
I thought she said pissbot. I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah, it's neither piss nor fish related. It's Episcopot.
And yes, there's even text with Jesus.
I can text questions to Jesus, and he responds,
promising a deeper connection with the Bible's
Hang on.
figures.
Run that last one back.
There's even text with Jesus.
I can text questions to Jesus, and he responds.
Okay, that's going on the soundboard that I'll eventually make.
Oh, thank God. Finally, a guy I can text without getting dick pics.
Are you sure? Are you sure?
To text with Jesus.
Dick pics with Jesus is extra.
Dear God.
Dear God, indeed.
I'm going to ask Jesus why bad things happen to good people.
It uses your name
And my heart aches with yours when you see pain.
And then, like, said Jesus, show me your dick. You just, it's not the way, my son.
For good to them that love God.
Stefan Peter developed the app.
Who am I really texting with when I text with Jesus?
Well, you're obviously talking to an AI chatbot, basically pretending to be these people, pretending to be Jesus or any of the apostles.
Some believe.
Wait, so he doesn't even believe in his own gag?
It is a slippery slope when you're running to these AI chats more than you're consulting with the Lord.
Religious researcher Robert P. Jones has doubts.
And the challenge, of course, is that we have no idea what's under the hood there, what's really creating the reality that then they present.
Today, nearly 30% of Americans say they have no religious affiliation.
Okay, I thought that was going to say 30% of Americans have used AI chatbots.
Oh.
So could
Which,
AI help
unfortunately, the
revive
figure is
America's
probably
religious spirit?
similar if you go with like at least once or something.
I use AI to help challenge my thinking.
Rabbi Daniel Bogard uses AI in his work leading St. Louis's Central Reform Synagogue.
Hey, we found it, the worst synagogue.
AI when it comes to religion.
The danger is always
not even close to being the worst one, by the way.
That danger is a constant focus.
Not even fucking close. I'm gonna let you know right now.
Artificial intelligence functions as a tool for the good of human beings, not to diminish them, not to replace them.
A new technology offering a new path to faith.
Thank you,
as old
Pope
as
Leo,
time.
for hitting the CPC line on AI.
Stefan tells me that Text with Jesus has about 150,000
That stands for
users.
Catholic Prayer Club, by the way, nothing else.
He's currently experimenting with voice features and looking to add even more characters to the biblical roster. He says in just a few weeks,
biblical roster?
Users will be
Hey,
able
you know
to
your
chat
guys.
with
Who are your
the
guys? Who are your Bible
Yeah,
guys?
Didn't seem like good gifts. You know what?
The ever-expanding canon of the Bible.
Target at the time.
You point out something. You pointed out during the story. It's complicated. It's very complex.
I think it is.
Well, it depends what you're dealing with.
No, it's not.
Who's representing Jesus and
Correct.
you know,
Right, exactly.
There's a back end.
So who do you guys main in the Bible?
Like
Yeah, I'm a Goliath main. I know that people say he's low tier, but
the King
I think he's doing pretty good. You just got to get in there.
modern version. So
Yeah, you know what the thing
can't
is-
like against David. That's like a bad matchup.
for almost
Goliath needs to be able to close distance, and David's all about range.
As we all know, I mean, thousands of years.
Yeah, I mean, like, listen, I'm a Job main because I'm a glutton for punishment.
Yeah, with Job, the more you get hit, the more damage you can do.
Yeah, you know, like, it's hard. Like, he's kind of like Phoenix, right? He gets pretty good if you can sacrifice all of his livestock, but it's like, it's hard to get to that point. You could easily get steamrolled before, you know, it's tough.
Also, in this article, just as an aside, apparently if you pay them, you can also text with Satan. So
Yeah, that's
they got
pretty neat
everything
feature.
covered here.
Look, I'm gonna say I'm kind of a contrarian. I pick Obadiah. When you start getting into like the minor prophets, the Nevrim, you start getting to some really overly complicated characters like Robokai. But like,
My
you know
favorite
what?
Bible character, Robokai.
Yeah, no. Obadiah works kind of like Robokai, where he's like a remix of a previous character, but like, you get used to him, you know. And also, no, not even close to being the worst Reform synagogue that I know. Trust me, I'm not joking when I say this. Not even close.
Well, to round
I'm
us
not.
out,
I'm not gonna say any. I'm not gonna say anything more.
To round us
That'll
out,
get me in trouble.
Here is just an unrelated picture of Andrew Cuomo for no reason. Just normal things that happen when you're an old politician in New York, let's say.
He's not a pervert. He's Italian.
Yeah, he's giving him the kiss of death. That means, so some goons are gonna roll up on him in like a Mercedes.
I love
here's
how
the thing.
the
He does this when
soundtracking
he's
is
stressed out.
LCD sound system.
Yeah, look.
It should be Layla.
Like, this isn't funny. Andrew Cuomo's only do this when they're distressed, okay? This is fucking up.
I don't even need to. Speaking of the same thing, let's now go into the Epstein bin.
Jeffrey Epstein!
I was gonna say, before we do that, we've invoked the guilty gear in the Bible in the same conversation. So it's time to pull up that picture of like Daisuke Ishiwatari painted like a Catholic saint. You know the one?
No.
You've never seen that?
I don't think I have, no.
I'm gonna type Saint Ishiwatari. That should bring it up.
I'm gonna change my weed card.
Shit, it's not. Alright, fuck it, whatever.
Well, whatever. But yeah, time to talk about how our big wet pedophile president and
I will say, I will interject before we move on. You should really make a chatbot of Moses, and it's just a guy complaining about his job the entire time. What's really funny is like, oh, Moses, the OG, a guy who kept on threatening the fucking Pharaoh of Egypt. But the second he's like not in character and he goes to talk to God, he's like, "What the fuck am I doing? Why are you making me do this? This is stupid. I don't know what I'm doing." And God's like, "No, it's fine. Go back in there. You're fine."
Moses invented imposter syndrome.
Yes. That's very funny to his character. I think that the second no one's looking, he's like, he drops the act and he's like, "This sucks, dog. Why are you making me do this? I don't want to go in the desert. And what do you mean I'm not going to see the Holy Land?"
Yeah, when you said Moses for a second, I was thinking of Noah, and him complaining about his job is also a funny bit. He's just like, I gotta do everyone. I really gotta do the predators. Look at all this wood I gotta buy. Look at how long my receipt from the Home Depot is. All this fucking wood you're making me buy for this stupid boat.
You realize how hard it is to get ants to fuck?
Yeah,
right?
The thing is like, God puts a lot of fucking unwanted labor on people in the Bible, and it fucking sucks, man. You should be a little bit more considerate.
All right,
Noah's running around trying to stop the predators from killing all the prey animals. Stop it, no.
He had to make those animals fuck, by the way. He had to watch.
Yeah, right?
It sounds like a Zoo Tycoon mod. The Ark Tycoon, is that a thing?
That would be so good.
I'm really surprised if it's not a thing. It should be a thing.
Alexa, how do I make these lions fuck?
Noah, it's time to lube up the panda's penis. Yes, honey.
Wow. It's time to lock in, and we need to start linking and building over to Donald Trump. So many things have happened recently. So we didn't even get a chance to cover. The Democrats completely folded on the shutdown, of course. Chuck Schumer has said they did so for any reason, like, oh, we need to reopen the government to, we need to protect the filibuster, which is insane. But we don't even have time for that because we got
Because of
a bunch of shit
pedophilia,
that happened
that's right.
afterward.
Because of pedophilia.
Yeah. So let's just take a quick temperature check to see how things are going for Mr. Trump here.
From the 45th and 47th President of the United States, Donald J. Trump, and Secretary
They're booing him.
as the President swears in enlistees of our United States military.
This is a swearing-in ceremony, by the way.
Yeah.
People were asked to be quiet.
With so many fans,
Butler, you're breaking up hard.
Shit.
No, they're saying boo ump.
Yeah.
You know that if this wasn't like a military thing, he would have just sat back down by now.
Constitution of the United States. Both enemies, foreign and domestic. I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, and that I will obey the orders of the President of the United States and the orders of the officers appointed over me according to regulations and the Uniform Code of Military Justice. So help me God.
Yeah,
went
totally.
well.
Everybody's cheering. Damn dog.
I couldn't hear a fucking thing he said.
They're really beating your ass in reality. So speaking of that filibuster thing that Chuck Schumer was trying to protect, here is a weird stuck together leech organism, Stephen Miller.
Is he going to push for?
Oh, and Larry Kudlow, who
Everybody's asking.
Looks like a marionette, you know.
I don't want that to obscure the good economic and stock market news, but I did want to get your take on it.
Well, yes, he is, of course, because when Democrats take power, if
Good.
and when that happens,
Good stock market news.
in the future, whenever that is, the House, the Senate, and the White House, what's the first thing they're going to do, Larry? They've advertised it, they've promoted it, they've talked about it, and they've booted two people, Joe Manchin and Kristen Sinema, out of the party for disagreeing with them on it, and that is ending the filibuster.
yeah, that's why those people aren't in the party anymore.
Communist health care. They will
Communist
healthcare.
40 million Americans off of their employer.
They're gonna pass communist healthcare. Like, I don't think I know that like the word communist and communism has been used as like a thought terminating cliche for forever. I don't know if you can say the phrase communist healthcare and have people not be like, hey, wait a minute.
Yeah,
really.
Wait a minute. Oh, are you telling me tying my health insurance to my employment? There's you could do something else other than that.
Yeah, like for a lot of people, increasingly it's no healthcare. So offering them healthcare of any kind would be seen as beneficial, including that stupid Trump care idea, which is never actually going to happen. It's just going to be a thing that he floats as long as he thinks it'll win him some points in a discussion.
They will pack the Supreme Court with 4 or 5 Marxist judges. They will make these
Marxist judges. Yeah, right.
Do not threaten me with a good time.
to cement and solidify permanent political power in this country. We all know that's coming. We all understand that's coming.
Also, I've heard from multiple Puerto Rican friends, they don't want to be a fucking state. They want quite the opposite, actually.
Permanent and deliver secure elections to this country in the form
Yeah.
of voter ID.
I'm sorry. There's no benefit for being a United States, like part of the United States right now. There's no benefit. Absolutely none. There's actually a lot of negatives.
The only state that the government seems to care about is the state of Israel.
Yeah, basically.
Anyway, here's more genius from the mind of Donald Trump.
He's an absolute titan of the mind, yeah.
Smart president. If we have a smart president, we're going to have no trouble. If we have a guy like we had last time, who was such an embarrassment.
Look at how much he's sweating. Holy shit. That is a shiny man.
You know,
we have stupid.
Sorry.
He should relax. He should take a trip to a couple islands, you know.
Yeah, you know,
With
maybe
his
needs a good
friends.
vacation with some friends.
Yeah, I know a couple islands he's been to that he likes.
Presidents, whether you have tariffs.
I don't even have it in here.
It doesn't matter. If we didn't have tariffs, if I didn't have the power of the tariffs, right now we would have a country that wouldn't be making cars, wouldn't be making anything.
I don't have it in here, but this is also the interview where he ate shit on that H-1B question.
I mean, it's not hard. You ask him any sort of like question, he seemingly can't answer it very well.
What is the context of we'll have all the magnets we want in 2 years? Like what the fuck?
So it's like China has a lot of rare earth metals, and I think he probably heard the phrase rare earth magnets from someone, which are a thing, and then just got confused. You know, his brain's a slurry. I can't not see this Donald guy with the O face all the time now. The suck face.
As the great philosopher Violent J once said, "Fucking magnets. How do they work? Nobody knows. They come together. They push each other away. They're like people in many ways."
What do you talk about rare earth? We're standing on the earth right now. How rare could it be?
Listen, the liberal Marxist communist scientists want you to think that there's rare earth. I assure you they are not steak. They cannot be rare, unlike my steaks, which are tremendous.
My steaks don't have lead in them, folks. They're not magnetic. So speaking of those beautiful tariffs, he's apparently scrapping tariffs on beef, coffee, and tropical fruit because grocery store prices are crazy high, which is, you know, tariffs that he instituted. So I don't think you get to say it's a win when you just take away something that you fucked up. This is also, of course, hot on the heels of the Supreme Court ruling against his unilateral tariff power anyway. So, yeah, the tariffs are doing great. Also, like, someone did the math on those $2,000 checks he was talking about giving to people for, like, the tariff dividend or whatever the fuck it was supposed to be. And that it's like double the money that the tariffs have actually brought in. So that's sick.
Lovely.
Also, somebody's echoing. I'm not sure who, but
That's not me. I'm plugged in.
Meanwhile,
Never surrender. They fight, and they win. That's what we do. We win battles. As you know, today is not only Veterans Day, but it's my proclamation that we are now going to be saying and calling Victory Day for World War I. Victory Day. You know, I
World
was
War I?
recently at an event, and I saw France was celebrating Victory Day, but we didn't. And I saw France was celebrating another Victory Day for World War II. And other countries were celebrating. They were all celebrating. We're the one that won the wars. And I said, from now on, we're going to say Victory Day for World War I and World War II.
Is there a guy named Vic you sucked off too?
We'll start with those two.
Yeah, he was in the UK. He sucked off a Tory named Vic. That's what we're talking about here.
When I see other countries celebrating Victory Day, I watched it. I watched UK, I watched Russia. They were celebrating Victory Day, World War II. And I said, we got to have a Victory Day. Nobody even talked about it in our country. But from now on, we're going to be celebrating Victory Day for World War I, for World War II, and frankly, for everything else.
We already have V-Day. And we already have VJ Day. What is he talking about?
Also, like, we're gonna be celebrating on Veterans Day, Victory Day for World War I and World War II and everything else. Some sort of generalized day for perhaps military veterans. You know, he's such a big genius.
I like how someone in the crowd was like, "Yeah, woo, yeah, we won every single war."
Yeah,
like,
right.
Our involvement in World War I was negligible. Like, I can't talk. Our role in World War I was not. It did not tip the scales one way or another, and you could not tell me with a straight face that we won World War II. We didn't. The Soviet Union did.
That's true.
The catastrophic, like the Pacific Front, you could say we won that. But if you're talking about the main conflict on the European theater, you can't. The Eastern Front's numbers are so catastrophically one-sided that you can't say that we had that much of an effect on World War II, besides making it harder for Germany to fight on another front. The Soviet Union did the heavy lifting.
Yeah. Also, this is the type of shit that if your grandfather says it, you're just like, okay, time for your nap. You got to take your medication first.
Time, look, it's 5 p.m. Time to take your medicine and talk to chatbot Jesus.
Well, apparently Trump also can't sign shit anymore because, like, they're not even, like, he repardoned a January 6th guy, actually, for an unrelated gun charge. But apparently they're just photoshopping his signature on these pardons, which is interesting because they do have a device that he complained about Biden using called the auto pen that will replicate a signed signature provided that you're able to sign things in the first place. World War I.
We all do it.
I don't care about that. Thank you for the random news story. But yeah, so that's cool. We're using fucking Photoshop now to sign things. That shit that that shit that you have to do to like forge a cable bill or something.
Yeah, what a lazy ass presidency. So low energy, so cucked, you know? Not even fucking tried anymore. Basically like every other Trump expenditure. It's just half-assed and lazy.
What do you mean he's fine? Here's some advice that he's about to give us. It's very important, unrelated to current news items.
Thank you. The Bible tells us that one of the measures of any society is how it cares for vulnerable children and orphans. So important, and it's so So as we make America great again, we are going to protect American children in foster care. And
now, personally, not what I would have opened my remarks with, given, I don't know, the Epstein of it all. Like, and in fact, here's Trump being asked about Mr. Epstein. Fucking zoop. He had a signing at like 9:45 on Wednesday, the evening that like all of the email stuff was cresting over the ridge, and he just talked, you know, he did his standard speech full of bullshit and then just ended it. Like there was one reporter who screamed out Epstein and he just fucking walked away. It was amazing.
I mean, like, that is kind of like the go-to fucking method for avoiding any sort of accountability for positions of power is you can just walk away. It's okay to take some you time, you know, give yourself some personal space.
Yeah.
You know?
So for anybody who's somehow not aware, a massive tranche of Epstein emails has been released. And
Oh boy.
Yeah, there's a lot of shit going on,
including gaming in the Clinton years.
Gaming in the Clinton years.
Yeah, there's a lot of Bill Clinton gaming in there.
Damn, Joe, that's fucked. That's like it does. That does seem like standard molester posture, if you will.
Look, he's trying his best. He's taking all the lessons he's learned from standing school. He's taking it very seriously. Okay.
Yeah.
It's hard for him to stand.
Blowing in the Clinton years. But we'll get there. We have we have more revelations that we've seen, the more connections between Jeffrey Epstein and a variety of people, including prominent Democrats. In fact, like I saw a video of a representative from the U.S. Virgin Islands during a hearing regarding Donald Trump getting direct advice on questions to ask from Jeffrey Epstein, who apparently later in his relationship with Donald Trump was trying to just rat fuck him. Also, Butler, you're the one echoing.
Am I?
Yep. But yeah, here's what the White House line is on all of this.
And it was CBS's own reporting, Ouija, that recently wrote that Miss Guffrey maintained, and God rest her soul, that she maintained that there was nothing inappropriate she ever witnessed, that President Trump was always extremely professional and friendly to her. And
yeah, Virginia Guffrey being the most prominent Epstein victim who redacted testimony that she had given saying that, like, you know, Donald Trump did everything right. And who had also pointed out, like, Alan Dershowitz involvement with Epstein, and then later recanted it. But, you know, the recantation is interesting. But let's go to Dersh here first, just see what he's saying.
Oh boy.
10 minutes before you went on, the predecessor on your show described Jeffrey Epstein as a convicted pedophile. He pleaded guilty to one count of having sex for money with a 17-year and 10-month-old person. That's not pedophile.
Which is, like, this is one of the cope lines they're going with. But as this email here points out,
it's actually epiphilia, idiot.
One, Virginia Giuffre recanting her testimony against Dershowitz was just lawyer manipulation in order to get her to say, oh, it could have been a case of mistaken identity, possibly, maybe. Two, Epstein only copped to that charge because that was the plea deal he was offered, and he was on he was on trial for charges all the way down to, like, a 14-year-old. Which that's pedophilia. I don't care to get in the fucking weeds on, like, ebephilia or whatever the fuck, or habadabaphilia, yabadabadophilia, whatever the fuck. The question you have to ask yourself is, are you okay with guys like this here hanging out around middle school to pick up underage girls? Is that a thing that you want happening in your life? And if the answer is no, then the rest of it doesn't really matter, right? It's completely fucking illegal. I don't know what the fuck we're doing here.
Well, you got to watch out. Like, if he's going to stay around and talk to your kids, they might start thinking of the idea of Greater Israel a good idea, and you should do it. And also, it's epiphilia, not pedophilia.
That was another thing too. We have confirmed Epstein's Mossad ties, which is an element that keeps getting dropped in these discussions.
Are you telling me the obvious Mossad agent, whose business partner Ghislaine Maxwell, whose father was a legitimate Mossad agent, had ties to Israeli, like, foreign intelligence? Are you? Nah, come on.
Yeah, I know, it's weird, right? Also,
it's weird how this keeps on happening, dog.
I don't know what's with Chris Cuomo's weird pervert mustache, by the way. This is one of the worst mustaches I've ever seen. Like, look at how uneven it is.
He's trying to invoke Christopher Columbus, you know.
Why even try? He's trying to invoke
Because he doesn't want to look
Columbus.
like his fucking pervert brother.
Famously mustachioed Christopher Columbus.
Yeah, I mean, he sailed for the Spaniards, you know, so he's got to look Spanish a little bit.
Well, here's Megyn Kelly hitting the Yabba Dabba Doophilia line.
I've said this before, but just as a
You apparently can't get this full
reminder,
screen.
I do know somebody very,
Great
very
job,
close to
guys.
this case who is in a position to know virtually everything. Not everything, but virtually everything. And this person has told me from the start, years and years ago, that Jeffrey Epstein, in this person's view, was not a pedophile. This is this person's view, who was there for a lot of this, but that he was into the barely legal type. Like he liked fit.
Hang on.
Whoa. Wait, what?
I need to make a distinction here, and this is a horrible distinction to make, but I have to. 18 years old is barely legal. As in, legally, you can have sex with an 18-year-old and it's not a crime. 17? That's illegal. That is completely illegal. What are you doing?
It's the same kind of pervert shit where Alan Dershowitz is like, oh, I mean, technically 17 years, but like 10 months and like 30 days, so that's kind of like 18. Like,
Yeah,
no, it's
it's
not.
like-
You go to jail, dude, forever.
And they talk about like the absurdity of the line and all this shit, and that's really like, we have to draw the line somewhere if you want to get technical, in my opinion at least. Like, if the person in question is below 25 and you're over 25, find somebody else to have sex with. Like, that's really about it. Like, or do the stupid 7-year math if you want to, or whatever the fuck, but just like under 25,
and also,
like over 25, free for all, whatever the fuck, I don't care. But like under 25, there's some considerations to be made.
maybe you should think about it, you know. But then also, like, if you're like older, I don't know, why would you ever want to hook up with someone who's like younger than you? Like,
well,
part of the fun of the intimacy is to share a moment with someone like who it's kind of your similar age. Like, I don't really view people's like looks. I don't take that in consideration, so I don't really care. I don't know, that's not normal, but whatever.
I think like in a lot of cases, weirdos are looking for someone who is vulnerable to abuse, you know, someone who is not aware of the potential pitfalls that they could face in a relationship. I'm talking about people of legal age here. I think that like it's the same, like the reasons for these guys wanting to have sex with children is the same type of thing. They want somebody that they can groom, essentially. They want to groom their own like trad wife victim, essentially. But like, yeah, it is preposterous that we have to talk about this much about these people's sex lives, but here we are.
Girls. And I realize this is disgusting. I'm definitely not trying to make an excuse for this. I'm just giving you facts. That he wasn't into like 8-year-olds, but he liked the very young teen types that could pass for even younger than they were.
I have to pause
That's
again
still
because
oh my god,
That's still really bad, Megyn Kelly. Why are you saying that? You
we have
fucking freak.
anecdotes in those emails of Epstein providing 12-year-old triplets people as like some sort of weird kink thing. Like, it was not exclusively 16 and up or whatever the fuck that like they're trying to set up as a backstop, like the excusable version of fucking children. Like, here's what I don't get too. We've seen, like, you can fucking like see 16-year-olds in your daily life walking around, right? They look like kids. Why the fuck would you?
Yeah.
I think that some 20-year-olds look like kids at this point.
I guess I may be the weird one and I'm not fit for billions of dollars, but like I don't want to fuck kids. So like,
yeah, that does appear to be
I
a
don't get
requirement.
it. I don't get it, and I don't want to get it. And I think going on air and making it your job to be like, well, technically, they look like they're babies, but they're probably like 20, right? Like, if I said that, I would legitimately get a gun and shoot myself in the head. Why would you ever say that? Especially like on TV? Like what? Ew.
Yeah, I don't know why they're falling on the dagger for this. They should just throw him under the bus.
Well, the thing is, Trump is a very powerful, vindictive, petty bitch. He will make your life worse if he thinks you slighted him in the slightest. You know?
Yeah. It's also down to the fact that like. Sorry, go ahead.
Like Rupert Murdoch is independently wealthy, and I'm sure he sees the writing on the wall. So,
well, the inherent problem is with the Republican voting base is they're very primed. They're very primed to get a gun and shoot you if they don't like you.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I think also part of it is that like this isn't just going to take down Trump. It's not even like if it takes down anybody, it's not even going to be limited to like Republicans. It's going to take down prominent Democrats like Bill Clinton as well.
Thank God.
Yeah,
Good.
finally, right? But like, and the fallout from this is huge, and they just straight up don't want to be out of power in a way that this is going to. Essentially, like, if Trump isn't impeached over this, it will at least completely lame duck him. Like, he'll just, his entire agenda will stall. And it's something similar happened in the previous Trump presidency, too, where, like, the back half was just characterized by, like, him basically sitting there and shrugging while various people looted the treasury. But, like, this can stall the entire Republican agenda, Project 2025, a 50-year project. Meanwhile, they're also fighting off their Groyper wing, who is like we have Magic the Gathering out here trying to essentially bump them off by bringing up the Epstein shit. Like, so they need to figure out how to message against this really fast, and that's why they're trial ballooning this. They're trial ballooning it was all a hoax. They're trial ballooning, oh, look at the Democrats. They're going to probably, we have it later in the cast, but they're probably going to talk about, use Venezuela as a distraction if they can.
Venezuela.
Yeah. And it doesn't help that, like, they used Epstein and the whole idea of, oh no, pedophiles as ammo against the Democrats. They used it to back their stupid anti-trans, anti-queer shit. Like, and that it not only does it fuck Trump, it fucks Republican messaging. Period.
Hey, weren't trans people supposed to be the one grooming? Like, we have all these thousands of emails like proving that like some of the people saying that were the actual pedophiles. So, are we going to get any sort of clarification on that, or is it just going to be trans people did this? Trans people caused Epstein to happen, is what I'm saying.
If they could figure out how to message that, they will.
Oh, they'll do it in a fucking heartbeat. Riley Gaines will be on the front page saying, you know what, I was on Epstein Island and Jeffrey Epstein was trans.
Yeah, right.
And I got 5th place.
Steve Bannon has like a cocktail napkin written in front of him, or like in front of him, just with scroll trans Jeffrey Epstein ?
Woke? Jeffrey Epstein woke?
To a passerby.
Oh, that's the full screen button. I'm stupid.
And that was what I reliably was told for many years. And it wasn't until we heard from Pam Bondi that they had tens of thousands of videos of alleged, forgive me, they used to call it kiddie porn. Now they call it child sexual abuse material on his computer.
Yeah, because kiddie porn sounds like something that Walt Disney invented, which...
Pedophile. I mean, only a pedophile gets off on abuse videos. She's never clarified it. I don't know whether it's true. I have to be honest. I don't really trust Pam Bondi's word on the Epstein matters anymore. Yeah, so I don't know what's true about him, but we have yet to see anybody come forward and say, I was I was under 10. I was under 14.
Well, yes, we have had under 14. Under 10, though, why does the distinction matter again? Like...
Yeah, I love how she's, like, defending it. She's like, no, you see, it wasn't this horrendous crime. It was this slightly less, but still horrendous crime. It's like, why fucking throw him under the bus already?
Yeah, you know, he only raped
Stop
the kids.
defending it.
He only raped the people that we don't trust to buy lottery tickets.
Yeah.
Exactly.
When I first came within his purview. You can say that's a distinction without a difference.
No,
It is.
I think there is a difference. There's a difference between a 15-year-old and
No, it doesn't matter.
whatever. It's sick. Every time we
What? One's wearing a training bra? What's the difference here?
What, one has to pay for their braces? Is that the important distinction here? Yeah, I'm referencing a real fucking thing. Fucking Matt Getz is a victim.
Listen, the thing is, Trump is simply not sexually attracted to people who can't go to Walmart and buy WWE 2K. It's rated T for teen.
Yeah, I gotta say, listening to her try to defend this half-assed is making me very uncomfortable, and I kind of just want to move on with this segment because this is bad.
It is. There's an interesting tidbit of her being like, "I don't trust Pan Bondi on the Epstein shit," though, which is showing the cracks in the Republican line on this stuff. But yeah,
it's making me very very uncomfortable.
Is this the end of Megyn Kelly's career?
Probably not. I like
Nah.
this is the Megyn Kelly show. She's not on Fox anymore. She's on fucking Sirius, I guess. But before we move on from this segment, I want both of you to guess, what's the one group that shouldn't weigh in on this? What would be the worst group to have an opinion on Megyn Kelly defending Yabba Dabba Doophilia or whatever?
I would say
pedophiles.
Red Scare, the podcast. Gotcha.
That's funny. Butler, you're close. It's the Catholic Church.
Oh,
yeah, Megyn Kelly is right about Epstein. Blah blah
jump
blah.
Scare.
Oh no.
Because if anybody knows what a pedophile is,
yeah. Look. Oh no. Okay.
Listen, hey, what's up?
We've said it before. me and Dank Pasta. We grew up raised Catholic, so this is getting really.
Well, so did I am also Italian.
I'm Hispanic. That's kind of like Italian.
Hey, listen. Look, I'm PR for the Catholic League. Listen, this Epstein stuff, it's not true. Because if it was true, we would certainly know about it. They would tell us first. We're the Catholic League.
why would we fucking in on it?
You're sounding less Italian and more fucking Jewish Reform synagogue rabbi. You kind of sounded like my rabbi. That was a little weird. Stop
There's a
doing that.
pedophilia going on. We would like it to taste.
Susie.
But yeah, here's
just
Magic
Catholic...
the Gathering on it, by the way.
Was that just the Catholic Church jump scare? That's it?
That's it, yeah. It's literally just an article from the Catholic League, just some guy, whoever the fuck Bill Donahue is. What other president of the Catholic League, apparently, according to the PNG file that opens when you click the link that is his name.
Well, I mean,
I remember Bill Donahue. Oh man, he's still around? I thought he died.
No. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. That article is really long, but if the church wasn't woke, it'd be well, Epstein was Jewish, so I mean, it has nothing to do with the Catholics. Okay, it was the Jews doing the pedophilia.
I didn't bother really reading this a ton because whatever, but he fucking blames gay priests for the Catholic Church priest scandal.
He takes the Matt Walsh approach. Yo, I love blaming everyone but myself for things that I did.
Right? You guys ever notice how Matt?
Sorry.
You ever notice how Matt Walsh looks like Alex from Y2K?
Yeah.
I think I hate you a little bit.
He is defending the gay he is saying that he's defending pedophiles by saying that the priests in the Catholic Church sex scandal were gay and not pedophiles because they fucked males who were post-pubescent, which also isn't accurate, but this is an insane paragraph. Holy shit.
Look, I don't really believe in the concept of hell, but I kind of wish I did because these people are going straight to it. You have a long way to crawl to heaven. Is all I'm gonna say.
Oh Jesus! I better let me hang on. Let me hit
No,
him up
Jesus
real
had
quick. Just
nothing
see
to
what
do
he
with
thinks.
this.
Let's.
I hope Jesus had nothing to do with this, but we gotta check the logs.
Meanwhile, here's Representative Marjorie Taylor, the gathering. President Trump has just attacked me and lied about me. I haven't called him at all, but I did send these text messages today. Apparently, this is what sent him over the edge. The Epstein files. And of course, he's coming after me hard to make an example to say, well, I would not want Trump to come after me hard.
No, not after reading those emails, you don't.
To make an example to scare all the other Republicans before next week's vote to release the Epstein files. It is astonishingly really how hard he's fighting to stop the Epstein files from coming out that he actually goes to this level. But really, most Americans wish he would fight this hard to help the forgotten men and women of America who are fed up with foreign wars and foreign causes, are going broke trying to feed their families, and are losing hope of ever achieving the American dream. That's what I voted for. I have supported President Trump with too much of my precious time, too much of my own money, and fought harder for him even when almost all other Republicans turned their back and denounced him. But I do not worship or serve Donald Trump. I worship God. Jesus is my savior. I have his phone number and I have been in direct contact with him. He does not think this shit is cool either. Y'all need to stop. For me, I remain America first and America only.
Yeah, it's really concerning to see that the American right-wing politics, the people that are like, hey, you know what, maybe our political ties to Israel aren't good. And then you're like, okay, let's see where this is coming from. Oh, it's coming from the Nazis.
Yeah.
Oof. I mean, I saw that coming, but it's still not great, you know?
It's like...
Maybe we should have dealt with the Nazi problem of American politics, but then we would have to change what we did in World War II. So, I mean...
Judging, like, whether or not a Republican's support for anti-Zionism is tinged with anti-Semitism is like trying to judge how much shit is in a cupcake with your mouth. Like, just assume that the cupcake has shit in it if you think there is.
Well, look, there has to be at least one Republican that's like, you know what, maybe when we're not doing so great financially, even though the markets are looking good, maybe we should stop throwing billions of dollars into other countries. That one guy is all by his lonesome in a sea of like either really, really, really racist people or really, really racist Nazis.
Yeah. Well,
There's
even
no
said,
in-between.
critical support to Marjorie Taylor Greene and whatever the fuck thinks she's trying to do right now.
And also having Republicans en masse denounce Trump. No, they haven't. On what fucking planet is that?
Well, so a lot of House members are breaking ranks on this thing because they do understand that this is essentially a referendum on the Republican Party. And a referendum on Congress as a whole as to whether or not they're cool with, like, you know, the president hanging out with the world's most famous sex trafficker and pedophile. Man, this YouTube video is getting not getting across the fucking algorithm.
Yeah, we're gonna look if we wanna do like pedophilia like subtly and like YouTube friendly, we should just start a Minecraft channel, you know.
Yeah, but a new wrinkle has emerged.
Oh yeah. Oh, we gotta start
gaming the cutting years, baby.
Are we gonna start fucking using the TikTok language?
No, I'm not bothering.
No, go
with
to
any of
hell.
that shit.
Well, guys,
I'm not saying sewer slide or any of that crap.
Well, listen, you see, Epstein unalived himself because of all those children he raped.
He unalived himself because he was
his hard drive was full of cheese pizza.
Look, here's the thing. I'm just gonna say it. If you have to self-censor because you're afraid of some algorithm, you are the most cucked person in existence.
Right?
I'm sorry. Way to take your marching orders from like things that aren't even alive.
Gonna censor my shit for the YouTube algorithm using like Pizzagate acronyms. But yeah, a new wrinkle has hit the case.
I think you say White House.
Yeah.
I'll show you my big beautiful bill.
Thank you, Diabetes, for providing us with another Bill Clinton gag to lead us into
A Bill Clinton gag like 20 years after that series was done.
So I apparently, according to Jeffrey Epstein emailing his brother, like he asked his brother, does Putin have photos of Trump blowing the photos of Trump blowing Bubba? Bubba being Bill Clinton's nickname. Now, I guess the first question to ask is, do either of you think this is real? Do you believe this? I want to believe. I have the X-Files poster.
I want to believe, but like, I guess everything I thought was like normal in the world of high class pedophilia turned out to be a lot dumber than like what I thought. I thought they were going to be like smart and like not say it out loud in plain text. But I believe it's real. It's dumb enough. I never thought it would happen. Like I didn't entertain the thought. Therefore, it's probably real. Real talk.
I mean, all the other shit was real that was supposedly not. So why not this? Why not this? MAGA is really taking the news that Trump might have blown Bill Clinton well. We have
it's actually really masculine
hats.
to suck dick, if you think about it.
Yeah, they're like, I'm fine with the pedophilia, but I draw the line at blowing Bill Clinton.
Yeah, that's ungodly. That's not in the Bible.
That's not
written by Obadiah. Okay, I don't care. I don't think any Christian is quoting Obadiah. I don't think any.
What the meaning of jizz is.
What do you mean he blew Bill Clinton? I didn't vote for no homosexual.
Getting those Bill Clinton back shots, you know.
But luckily, our top scientists have applied the standard analysis to this photo to understand the sexual dynamics taking place between these two men, and we know what's going on. So, like, we're here, we got it. Problem solved, mission accomplished. We figured it out, everybody. Yeah, someone said we lived through 2 Bill Clinton blowjob scandals in our lifetime.
And one of them was way worse.
Yeah.
God, do you remember when like something like that would like sink your presidency? But now we have
any of this shit would alone would torpedo your presidency and potentially send you to jail. Now it's just like that was
Jimmy
last
Carter.
week.
Jimmy Carter had to sell his peanut farm for that.
Frank, I'm actually analyzing that photo right now to see if it's real or not. I'm gonna DM you the results. Here you go.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm really worried.
Yeah, feel free to put that up on the stream. I just want to discuss the results with everybody.
Hang on, let me check our scientific analysis here.
Yeah,
okay,
so you see
what's going on.
What I did was I greatly increased the contrast to check for any sort of like artifacting, and it revealed the truth that we all kind of assumed. He's got a 10-incher, but other than that, it does seem to be an authentic photo.
No, the thing is just like I can believe it's that big. I can't believe it's that girthy. That's too wide. He just look. I've studied his skull for long enough. He does not have that wide of a penis.
Look, after that triple bypass, there's no way he's pumping enough blood into that thing to be able to get it that.
It's hard.
That thick.
Your Honor, it's epiphilia. 1, 2.
Yeah. 1, it's
he doesn't have enough blood. He doesn't have enough blood to inflate his boner. Therefore, he couldn't have done it.
Oh, fucking Christ.
This sucks, man.
Yeah.
This sucks. All of this sucks.
And we're doing the funny haha bullshit. These emails get fucking dire.
Yeah, I'm trying to joke through it as a cope, and I'm telling you it's a cope. It's not great.
Yeah, like this is basically a complete horror show, but to round us out, just a couple bits of errata in the whole Jeffrey Epstein email thing. Here's him, or here's Steve Bannon and Michael Wolff talking about Epstein, rather, but just taking a break to be racist to Ta-Nehisi Coates for no reason. Just, I'm not saying that all racists are also fine with pedophilia, but you know, it's kind of one of those things where if one red flag shows up, you should probably just check out of there. Wouldn't the big dick be blue? Not after Trump had his mouth on it. Come on.
He helped his buddy out. You know, it's good for your sexual health.
I just realized, you know what the cope is gonna be about this? Like, Trump only did all of that shit when he was a Democrat.
Yeah, we should go with that.
Yeah, he was only a gay pedophile because he was a Democrat, and then he saw the light of Jesus by texting him.
Yeah, that's. Yeah, I mean, it's also around the same time he did Trump steaks, so like, maybe bad steaks are Democrat. Maybe the steaks gave him his brainworms, you know.
Oh, you see, that makes sense. He
did all the dumb shit.
Yeah, the masculinizing effects of raw meat.
Yeah, exactly.
Cured him of his pedophilia. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
that's something an Andrew Tate viewer would say.
The masculinizing effects of the raw meat. The enzymes entered his brain.
I realized
He
I've
was no
never
longer
actually
attracted.
I've never actually listened to him at all, and like Andrew Tate, like an actual Andrew Tate video. So I don't know what he sounds like, and I really hope that he doesn't sound like that.
He sounds like kind of like that. That was like a shitty impression, but he sounds like Dick Clark's chimney sweep accent from Mary Poppins.
So he sounds soy as hell.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just to round us out on the Epstein thing, I wanted to just, on a more serious note, the irony that the main line of attack against trans people has been trying to tie anything and everything related to being trans to pedophilia, when the Epstein scandal was kicked off by a trans woman reporting that he was sexually assaulted by Jeffrey Epstein, like, which was completely ignored or made into stupid jokes to tee off on, is relevant here. Like,
oh, definitely, especially by some of the same publications that should be fucking ashamed. But
oh yeah, I mean, like
being ashamed of your actions is woke.
Yeah,
I mean.
We also know that, like, the New York Times just sat on a bunch of this stuff that they had. Stuff that Epstein was trying to give them, by the way, to burn Trump. And they were just like, nah, we're not going to talk about it.
Actually, did you know the trannies, though, actually, they're the one raping kids. It's actually, here's a column written by Alan Dershowitz on how trans people are actually the rapists.
Yeah, it turns out reading a book to a kid in a library, that's actually rape. Not doing the rape.
Idiot.
Well, we move from raping innocent people to the rape of an innocent country as the distraction that seems to be getting teed up here is a war with Venezuela, with the cartel of the sun, a drug cartel that doesn't exist. It's something that they made up because the Venezuelan military has a patch with an image of the sun on it, and this is the best we can do to manufacture consent, I guess. By the way, Noam Chomsky also on the Epstein emails.
That's not very surprising, though. I mean, look at him. He just looks like a pedophile.
But yeah, we got this massive boondoggle sitting off the coast, this fucking Star Destroyer sitting off the coast of Venezuela, just waiting for the orders to blow up anything besides innocent fishing boats that aren't really doing shit. It's very, like, so we all went through the Iraq war hysteria, right? Like,
yeah, unfortunately, we learned nothing from it.
I don't know about you, but my brain kind of checked out on that shit when they started doing the Freedom Fries thing. I was like, okay, my brain's developed enough to understand this is bullshit. Like, this is stupid. We have to rename French fries because France didn't want to back us in a war. What? But it's interesting to see them not even really try to roll out any of the justification. Like the whole drug boats thing is their attempt at like weapons of mass destruction, but they gassed up weapons of mass destruction for months to get it across the ice before actually committing to doing it, like doing the war. This, they're just like, oh yeah, there's drugs, there, whatever, fucking like we're fentanyl or something.
What they should have done is just fake a bunch of emails and go look at the confidential emails we have. And Epstein's like, I love brown people and drugs. All my crime goes through Venezuelan oil.
It's interesting that you mentioned that there are real Epstein emails where he talks about how Trump should invade Venezuela for the oil and it would be a good financial move. Like they're calling it Epstein's war. Nobody's calling it that, but I will if it actually starts, which I really hope it doesn't, because it's entirely unjustified. Say what you will about Nicolas Maduro. Personally, I don't know enough about that whole situation. I just know that whatever the situation is, having the US invade probably won't help it and is probably the wrong move. Like, I think that that's a safe bet to make given history at this point.
Yeah, basically.
And also, apparently, the entire populace of Venezuela is like, Maduro is handing out guns to them, which isn't really a thing that you do if you're a dictator. I think that you usually do the opposite, but also, like, people are committing to the defense of their country as they should, and this, if it does actually happen, is just going to be Iraq but closer, and, you know,
a lot dumber.
Lead to a lot of death and a lot of wasted money and everybody being worse off because of it. And I don't know, Patriot Act 2, now there's an ICE agent at your house at all times or something.
Yeah, he doesn't count as a soldier, so he doesn't trigger the which amendment is that? Third?
Yeah, third or fourth. I'm stupid. I don't know. I would have to look it up. But meanwhile, here's the Nobel Prize winner from Venezuela. Oh, I thought that was a video shit. So this lady won the Nobel Prize. She has ties to the corporate oil and gas infrastructure industry that Maduro was nationalizing. So, you know, she's doing a big push for privatization, and is talking about how she wants to be appointed the new Venezuelan president and leader. And yeah, that's cool that we got another Juan Guaido just, you know, teed up in case we need it.
Where is Guaido, by the way? What's he up to? Is he in the list? Is he in the emails?
I don't know if anyone's seen him recently. And then here's, you know, your what the fucking Newsmax psycho, Fox News for people who think Fox News isn't racist enough.
Another drug boat taken out, and there have been dozens at this point, right? Tren de Aragua, narco terrorist drug.
Oh no, you haven't gotten the update. It's not Tren de Guagua. It's the Cartel of the Sun, which sounds like the beta name for the Emperor's New Groove.
Drug cartels in motion toward the United States. This
guy's gonna come. Look at him.
With the military, it is so pure protection for the American people whose lives will be saved.
They're speedboats. Even if they were full of drugs, which they're not, by the way. Like that drug traffic does not come out of that route, and a lot of these boats, by the configuration of the motors, because they're just like, they're outboard motors on the end of the boat, so that's where the fuel is. They don't have enough fuel to get to the fucking coast, like from Venezuela. But it's like, let's just pretend for a minute that this guy's masturbation fantasies are correct, and that these are all evil boats filled with evil drugs and evil people doing evil things. The only metaphor I can think of is like, and it's getting nerdy as shit, but have either of you seen that episode of Star Trek where the Enterprise gets like mind controlled by one society who's at war with another one, and like you just see the ship fly by and like microwave a bunch of fucking tinier ships like it's nothing. Like, this is like watching a cop shoot a toddler. Like, I don't feel protected by this. I feel gross. Like,
yeah, it's a I guess it's a lot of look how cool explosions are, and like, oh, these are bad people. You just have to trust me.
Yeah, like,
and even if they were full of evil communist drugs, that doesn't give you the right to blow them up. That's not how that works. Well, I mean, that's not how that works unless you're America or Israel.
It's not how it's supposed to work, is how I'll phrase that. According to international law, this is not kosher. And yeah, given the fact that, I don't know, I'm gonna have to reopen the tab here. Like, given the fact that we have the fucking Death Star off the coast, you would think that they could peel off some boats or like helicopters or something from this thing to get an arrest on any of these boats so that we could prove any of the allegations that are being made. But that's not important anymore. We don't need proof. We don't need facts. We just need feelings. We just need the feeling of this guy coming to this footage of boats being blown up.
I think this is what you have a military for. What's the problem? It's kind of amazing. They don't like this. It's totally legal. It's pure. It's good.
No, it isn't.
And it has
No, it isn't. It's none of those things.
We looked it up.
Wait. Hang on. Hang on.
That is
Take that back from me, you fucking psycho.
What?
It's totally legal. It's pure. It's good. And it has nothing to do with transgender. We looked.
What?
What has that got to do with anything?
I know that you're not supposed to be speechless on a podcast, but what the fuck do I say
What
to
is that
this?
doing anything? Had nothing to do with like, murdering these browns. It's good and pure and American Christian. I asked my chatbot. Had nothing to do with transgender.
Nothing to do with transgender. As if, like, that's a pot. But how deep does the psychoses run? That
Yes.
This guy's even thinking about that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, trans just like lives rent free in these people's minds. It's all they fucking think about.
It's really goddamn amazing.
Amazing's a word.
Garbage in the last year of his administration than he did about drugs and opioids, right? Whenever he talked about the drug crisis, it was all about Hunter and his problem. Don't you tell me, you know, that kind of thing.
Well, can someone drone strike Greg Kelly of Newsmax, please? If you want to blow something up, in Minecraft,
That's moral
or in Call
that's
of Duty
legal.
7 Black Ops, whatever.
Also, I'm sorry if you're saying like, oh, blowing these people up that I think are bad is moral and pure. Like, you're sick, man.
Yeah, that moral and pure, like just the way he phrased that is so fucking dystopian. I feel like I'm in a George Orwell novel. What the fuck?
Yeah, it's
that sucks. This sucks, man. Let's go back to the pedophilia. That was funnier than
Let's
this.
go back to the pedophilia. Well, here's Pete Hegseth giving another rousing speech to the troops.
I've directed every service to ensure that every requirement and every combat MOS returns to the highest male standard only. One standard across those combat jobs. If females make it, fantastic. Then they're most qualified for that position. If not, then so be it. It's not about what gender makes it into what position. It's are the standards meet the duty and the position, because
are the standards meet?
A 155 round weighs the same whether you're a man or a woman. So in line with POTUS's common sense agenda, the first item of what we're undertaking inside the Department of War is restoring the warrior ethos.
The Department of War
falls into the category of restoring the warrior ethos. And it's up until
the warrior ethos. Oh my god.
Mentioned that speech at Quantico. Whether you're an airborne ranger or a chairborne ranger, a brand new private or a four-star
chairborne ranger,
it has nothing to do with transgender. Nothing to do with transgender. Okay. None to do with it.
I need to point out, Air Force guys do not like being referred to as the chair force at all.
No, because they're weird and Christian and want to blow people up. Every single Air Force officer I've ever met, that I've ever talked to for more than 2 seconds, has been a Christian psycho. It's just full of them. I'm sorry. It's just kind of is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Meet height and weight standards and pass a PT test twice a year. I also said we don't need to be in military of beardos anymore. Do you know how many troops claim to be Nordic pagan? No, suddenly it's become like this real fake religious affiliation inside the Pentagon where troops claim to be Nordic pagan so they can grow a beard, and no one challenges them on it because no one's upheld standards for a long time. So now a quarter of the platoon is sporting beards because they're now suddenly Nordic pagan.
The Deus Vult guy is complaining about guys who are saying they're Nordic pagan. Dude, those are your guys. Those are other white nationalists. What are you talking about?
And also being like, oh, this woke made up stuff like paganism is older than the language we're speaking right now, idiot. What the fuck are you talking about? It's older than the country. What are you talking about?
We're not doing that stuff anymmer. The idea is, it's sort of the broken windows theory of policing. There'll be some people.
Another thing that doesn't work.
Why would the secretary care about beards and PT standards? It's the same thing. Well, why would a mayor of New York care about squeegee men or about broken windows? It's because when you let the small things go, you create a climate of criminality. But when you let the small things go inside your formations, you create a climate of a lack of discipline where standards cannot be enforced. And if you can't enforce them on the small things, it gets far more difficult to enforce them on even more meaningful things. And so when commanders and NCOs are not empowered to enforce discipline and standards, instead they're called toxic. Now the entire command structure is flipped upside down. And what happens when directives have to be given in combat when bullets are flying? When you need directives to be clear and you need them to be followed. That's why those things in peacetime matter and they become a reflex in wartime.
You see, beards are big and you can get them in your ears and then you won't be able to hear the orders because you have the beard.
I'm sorry if you care about like your military personnel having beards. I'm sorry, man. That just kind of comes with having an army.
Yeah.
Dudes like beards. Historically, dudes kind of like beards. So like,
also, they're just like, because a lot of our war is wartime activities are prosecuted by sending in like guys, just spec ops douchebags to like blend in to countries that have different feelings about facial hair, right? So they grow it in order to do that. This guy is dumb enough to stop that practice, and you know what? I hope that Hegseth is the military king, the king of the Department of War for forever and ever, amen. Because goddamn, is he incompetent.
He's gonna eventually die, and they're gonna make him an LLM, and then he's gonna run the Department of War forever as this war mind.
I'm unironically waiting for LLM Trump. But speaking of the military,
and it is nothing to do with transgender.
Oh, thank you for clarifying.
Nothing to do with transgender. I thought he was gonna go there too.
But
I've already watched the full clip, but I thought he was gonna go there anyway.
To round us out regarding the military, we've seen stories where, like, you know, they're not feeding the troops, they're not paying the troops, they're not housing the troops, they're treating the troops like shit. The SOCOM guy thought the Venezuela plans were so stupid that he resigned. The guy who is in control of the Southern Hemisphere as a military posting, who dreams about doing the war things down there, said, no, this is dumb, I'm out. A career military guy. Well, here is Maoist General Mark Milley. Just giving a Veterans Day speech that, I think shows where the military is in regards to Trump, or at least the brass.
We don't take an oath to a country. We don't take an oath to a tribe. We don't take an oath to a religion. We don't take an oath to a king or a queen or to a tyrant or a dictator. And we don't take an oath to a wannabe dictator. We don't take an oath to an individual. We take an oath to the Constitution, and we take an oath to the idea that is America, and we're willing to die to protect it.
So yeah, I'd say add another thing to the list of Trump L's that have just kind of torpedoed plans potentially, or at least thrown enough of a wrench into them to where proceeding with the plans, which they very well might, is a bad idea.
Yeah, I'm thinking of pissing off like the people who do the shooting for you,
and
the people who tell those people to do the shooting, and the people who like finance the people shooting. Maybe pissing all those people off and replacing them with idiots is maybe not the best idea.
Yeah, really kind of just like fucking your entire logistical chain from even like the generation of the decisions to do these things and pissing them off and putting them against you. Probably not a great idea. Probably actually like scuttles any potential plans that you might have to, I don't know, say use a secret police that you have stood up very quickly within your presidency in combination with the National Guard in order to perform some sort of fascist takeover of blue cities in the United States. Seems like this would throw a wrench into that as well. And, you know, also just being a pedophile and hanging out with the world's most noted sex trafficker, probably also going to fuck that up too. Great things in store for President Trump, I think. And on that note, that is all I have for today's Tech Hell. How about you?
I mean, yeah. I mean, what are we gonna do? Add more pedophilia to it? There's already a lot of pedophilia. Is there? Okay, quick. Something about Musk. What's something recent that Musk has done wrong? Let's go.
He's trying to make Colossus 2 a bigger data center in order to house a better version of his AI that jerks you off.
Okay. Recently, he's claimed that the Tesla's Optimus robot will eliminate poverty. Okay, let's see.
I got another stupid thing that he said. He said that with full self-driving and Grok on board, Teslas are now more like steeds than cars.
Okay,
they're more like animals.
That's good. Okay, yeah, we gotta cram this in.
But yeah, I think that's gonna be all for us. We will catch you later.
Yeah, this was fun.
This was fun.
Have a good time.
Yeah, see you later,
sucked.
Hippo.
This sucked, man. We got
Computers. What's up with computers? Computers. Yo, computers.